Here are 5 amazing cars under $5,000. The car market has gone crazy and people are asking $50K for their used beater on Facebook Marketplace. So in 2022, can you actually find an amazing car for under 5 grand? Well, it turns out you can. Whether you're looking for your first car or just some fun, affordable wheels, the E46 generation of BMW 3 Series is an amazing car for the money. Now, before you get scared, yes, you can actually find every single car on this list for sale right now in the United States for under 5 grand. I made sure to check. In fact, it's such a great first car that I suggested my sister get one back in the day. She did and absolutely loved it. The E46 generation was made from 1998 to 2006, and it was actually BMW's most successful generation of car of all time. They've got models ranging from a 325 all the way up to the M3, and while the M3s are over that $5,000 range, you can still find a 330i in your budget. The 330i is powered by a silky smooth inline 6 that makes 225 horsepower. It can sprint from 0 to 60 miles an hour in the low 6-second range. But the best part is it sounds great and it's really fun to drive. The steering feel in the E46 generation is fantastic, and it provides such a good all-around daily driver as well as a fun weekend sports car at the same time. You can get the 330 in coupe, sedan, wagon, or convertible form, so there's a car for everyone, and you can get it in either an automatic or a manual. If you're looking for a fun BMW for under 5K, the E46 is the way to go.
At above 150,000 miles, the automatic transmissions do often fail, which can be a very costly repair, maybe even as much as half as much as the vehicle is worth, so it is definitely best off that you get the manual transmission. Even if you don't know how to drive a manual, learn on the car. It'll be relatively cheap to replace the clutch, and then forevermore, you'll know how to drive stick.
Next on my list is the 2003 to 2005 Nissan 350Z. It looks cool and it's super fun to drive, and of course you can get one with a manual transmission. Not only is the manual more fun, it's likely to cost you less in maintenance over time as well. And in 2004 they released a convertible version of the 350Z, so if you want a top-down experience, you can have that as well. Powered by a 3.5 liter V6, it makes 286 horsepower, so it's actually pretty quick. Because it weighs in at only 3,200 pounds, it can sprint from 0 to 60 miles an hour and as fast as 5.5 seconds, making it one of the quickest cars on the list.
Gas mileage is actually pretty decent on the 350Z, particularly for a performance car. And as most of you know, the modification potential of the 350Z is almost limitless. So for a first-time car owner, it doesn't get much better than a Nissan 350Z.
Some things to note, the 2003 and 2004 base cars didn't come standard with traction control. Optional, though, is a more performance-oriented car with a limited slip rear differential as well as traction, which I think are mandatory options. Third up is the legendary Ford Crown Victoria. Man, did I have a lot of fun with one of these back in the day. In fact, maybe too much fun.
Fire extinguisher. Go, 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 go. Holy shit!
Due to its durability and practicality, the Crown Victoria was one of the most popularized police cars in the United States. Now, if you go to your local police station, you can ask them what do they do with their retired vehicles, or go to a municipal auction, you can easily find one of these for under 5 grand. The car is reliable, it's easy to repair, and it can even sit 6 people. And an added benefit is, if you pull up behind somebody, they're probably gonna be terrified and pull out of your way, so traffic won't be as big of a deal in the Crown Victoria. Next up is the NB generation of Mazda Miata. Well, a lot of these are more than $5,000. If you do some digging on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and some other used car websites, you can find some of them for $4,900 to $5,000. and it is an incredible car for the money. It's extremely lightweight, super fun to drive, and the perfect autocross car. If you want to learn how to improve your driving skills and get good on the track, the Miata is a fantastic vehicle. It doesn't make a ton of power. It's got a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder, but it's more about the weight. The NB Miatas only weigh 2,300 pounds, which is lighter than most supercars, so nimbleness is its forte. For reference, it's over 1,000 pounds lighter than an E46 BMW M3. 0 to 60 happens in the mid 7-second range with a top speed of 130 miles an hour, but it's sure to put a smile on your face behind the wheel.
Here we go. Full tilt in the Miata. Hopefully give you a better idea of what it's actually like to drive one of these things. It's so fun. It's also possible you'd be able to find an NA generation Miata, which was the first gen car made from 1990 to 1997 for under $5,000. Those came with only 116 horsepower, and they only came in manual, but it's one of the lightest cars you can possibly buy, and it's incredibly fun to drive. And, well, it has pop-up headlights, so that's pretty cool.
Last up is a 2004 Lexus RX 330, a fantastic car for under $5,000. The second generation of RX was made between 2004 and 2008, and while later model years creep above the $5,000 mark, 2004s and 2005s can still be found right within our budget. So what makes it such a good buy? Reliability, practicality, and a decent amount of luxurious amenities. It seats 5 comfortably, has 5-star crash test ratings all the way around, but most importantly, it's incredibly reliable. Owners on forums with 200,000 miles say there's no problems at all, and with proper maintenance, you can easily stretch these things to 400, 500, or even 600,000 miles.
The RX 330 is available in 2-wheel drive and all-wheel drive depending on your needs. There's also a series of nice options to look out for when browsing for used RX 330s. Cars equipped with the Premium Plus package have leather, telescoping steering wheel, HID headlamps, and a wood and leather wheel. The Performance package gives you all that, plus bigger 18-inch wheels, air suspension, and rain-sensing wipers. The headlights in the Performance package swivel left and right depending upon steering angle to better illuminate the road, which is pretty darn cool. Now, a common issue for the RX 330 is a cracking dashboard, so look out for that when searching for one.
Well guys, there you have it, 5 of the best cars you can find today in 2022, even with the crazy markups, for under $5,000. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.